So here's the thing, there's an upside to all this. So I'm not just saying this is horrible, we're doing so bad. The upside to this is that we do have data to show that healthy living is the best revenge. Now I know you're sitting here like, why are you telling me about all this stuff we know, and healthy living, and doing it better, and reducing my risk of heart disease? We're talking about performance and performance nutrition. Well, for some of you, the very first step of performance and performance nutrition is to just perform better at life, what you're doing right now. We talked about sleeping better by maintaining your stress levels and by modulating them. But you're also going to sleep better if your first line of performance is just eating better by having a better diet and eating at better times. And the second thing is that we talked at the beginning of the number of firefighters just in Boston alone. Adam told you, what was it, 28 firefighters a year, heart attacks. And we just have one who actually is the father of one of the girlfriends of my friend who just died from a heart attack while fighting a fire. That was really close to home. And that was almost something I probably should have texted Adam that day and said, I'm really glad we do what we do. You know, this is fantastic that we do what we do because this is a problem and it's close to home. And it can happen, and we're going to talk today about how we can kind of minimize that. And for those of you who have already mastered nutrition and you know what you're doing and you have a nice clean way of eating, we're going to talk about some rules to get around that. So this is something that I think is a problem. I want you to show you right here. So this is scientific papers. So it says the first scientific publication about nutrition is almost 70 years old and how nutrition can help us perform. That was 70 years ago. Since then, 10,000 scientific articles have been published looking at nutrition and how it helps us to perform and to do our jobs better. 10,000 scientific articles. Basically what that says is the media has so much information in it. So today I'm going to give you those basic rules to talk to you how the concept of exercise is medicine and nutrition is medicine can be put together. So I'm going to talk about some basic rules of nutrition, what you should be eating, how you can manipulate your diet depending on which of these are your goals, and when you should eat for optimal results. And I have to say again, is normally this is a 4 or 5 hour course. It's during the day. We have a lunch break where people ask one-on-one questions. So I'm just giving you the very tip of the iceberg, but I do want you to go home today with some news you can use that's based on scientific evidence and facts. And you can take it no matter what your goals are and how you fit into this picture. So we're going to use this, principles of good nutrition, understanding some of the fundamentals, to get a nice holistic approach to food and weight maintenance. So the very first thing that I did today is I kind of set it up into some 10 rules that we can put together that I hear the most. So I said, if I only have an hour, let me touch on the top 10 things that I hear about all the time. And one of the first ones, and I can't stand this, how many of you are sitting around eating at friends and I'm like, this is so bad, it's my cheat day, this food is so bad, but I'm just gonna eat it. Right? This is so bad, I'm so bad for doing this. You're kind of like smirking. How many of you does it annoy the living daylights out of you? You're like, shut up and let me eat my pizza with the bacon and the ham on top and drink my beer in peace. Because those of you that are saying are doing really, really well. There's no good foods and there's no bad foods. There's nutrient-dense foods and foods that are going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, and there's foods that are kind of empty calories, but you know what, they taste really good. And the reason why they taste really good is scientists like myself, instead of going into industry and working in cardiovascular disease and stuff like this, they're working for Kellogg's and they're working for Coke and they're working for food companies to make these really highly addictive bad foods taste even better and make them even more highly addictive. So you're kind of battling scientists, so it's a losing game, so enjoy it. You're never going to win it.
All that good stuff makes a burger taste good.
Exactly, yeah, the more cholesterol, the better it is. I'm going to talk a little bit about cholesterol. So here's the thing and why this is a rule that you're going to take home with you today. If you sit there and you're eating, and Maria did a great job of talking to you how your brain takes in certain signals. If you're sitting there eating food and the whole time you're shaming yourself, or you're criticizing yourself, or you're telling everyone that you should feel guilty and this is a bad food, you are suppressing those satiety signals that made you reach for that food in the first place. You're not getting that, ooh, the salt and the butter and it tastes great. Those pleasure signals are not going to the brain. And so you need to just, if you're gonna eat that food, embrace that food. Make it your 20% of the time and enjoy the living daylights out of every last morsel that you eat. Just be smart about it and don't do it every single day.